According to experts, the risks the world faces in 2024 include high interest rates, increased geopolitical tensions, or climate change. Economists predict that after the fastest interest rate hike cycle in history since March 2023, which has contributed to reducing inflation, but has not reached the target level, the U.S. Federal Reserve, Fed, are in no rush to shift to looser monetary policy unless a recession forces their hand. While financial markets have enjoyed a mild recovery on expectations that the Fed will not raise interest rates again, real economies everywhere could face trouble. After more than a decade of enjoying near-zero interest rates from 2009 through 2021, households and companies could experience a sudden adjustment to interest rates of more than 5% and mortgage rates at high levels for many years. The full impact of higher interest rates is not yet clearly felt, with changes in exchange rates typically taking 12 to 18 months to impact economies. Interest rate worries. Analysts have recently widely predicted a slowdown in the global economy. Accordingly, the International Monetary Fund, IMF, forecasts that gross domestic product, GDP, will decrease from 3.5% in 2022 to 3% in 2023 and 2.9% in 2024, much lower than the average 3.8% in the period 2000 to 2019. Most economists do not expect a recession to occur in the US and the European Union, EU, which in turn will spread worldwide. However, there are some worrying signs that cannot be ignored. Excess savings accumulated during the epidemic and reduced fuel consumption. The yield curve remains inverted, meaning short-term interest rates exceed long-term rates, and liquidity is tight. China's economic recovery remains subpar and is weighed down by a real estate market crisis, weak consumption, and a lack of fiscal stimulus. Taking all the factors together, the possibility of a global recession cannot be ruled out, although it is currently unlikely. Geopolitical tensions. Geopolitical tensions could make things worse. According to KPMG's 2023 CEO Outlook Survey, CEOs now rank geopolitical instability as the biggest risk to their business growth over the next 3 years. The world is currently facing two conflicts between Russia-Ukraine and Israel-Hamas, both of which are dragging on into 2024. In a recent Oxford Economics survey of 130 businesses, nearly 40% of respondents see the Israel-Hamas conflict as a major risk to the global economy in the next 2 years. In addition, the Israel-Hamas conflict also raises concerns about escalation in the Middle East region, because this region is one of the world's busiest shipping routes. Any attack on the Strait of Hormuz or the Suez Canal would severely disrupt global trade, including nearly half of crude oil shipments. According to analysts, an oil shock will ensue and could become more severe as Russia limits production to weaken Western support for Ukraine. This will spark inflation and further slow global economic growth. Abuse of artificial intelligence, AI. The already rapid adoption of AI will accelerate in 2024, starting to drive productivity, creativity, and innovation. However, negative effects will also appear, in the form of a tsunami of misinformation, through text as well as edited images, audio and video that ordinary users are very sensitive to. Difficult to detect. Therefore, those with bad intentions will be able to manipulate politics, public opinion, and the market more. Even legitimate uses of AI can cause disruptions, and what's worse, the number of jobs lost to AI replacement, which is already increasing, will continue to increase. This means there will be greater turmoil in the labor market, especially in service industries. Mr. Gary Gensler, chairman of the U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission, warned that AI could cause financial crises by promoting herd behavior when financial market participants make decisions are similar because they receive the same signals from AI tools trained on the same dataset. Furthermore, AI governance will pose major challenges for policymakers and companies alike. Risks from climate change. No risk accounting would be complete without taking into account the risks associated with climate change. The Economist Intelligence Unit, EIU, research organization recently classified extreme weather events that disrupt global supply chains as highly likely to occur by 2024. The EIU warns that the return of the El Niño phenomenon could lead to higher global temperatures. This will worsen heat waves and droughts, which in turn could affect crop yields, threaten food security, especially in poor countries, and lead to mass migration. While all of these risks seem serious, it is possible that we will see some positive surprise developments in 2024. For example, it is possible that the Fed will make interest rate cuts strongly and preemptively to prevent recession. This will help reduce interest rates for the world economy, EIU said. Besides, the EIU believes that perhaps in the third year of the war, Russia and Ukraine will reach a peaceful solution. However, up to now, this scenario seems more hopeful than realistic.